Well, hello there, everyone. It's Liam Catterson here, and we are starting Season 4 of Person of Interest. So, I am really excited to get into this season and to see where things go, really, in terms of, I mean, obviously, the whole world is really in Samaritan's hands, but, you know, how these four are going to elude, basically, Samaritan, Greer, yeah. But also just to see how the bar is going to get raised, hopefully, for this season, because, as I've mentioned a few times, Season 3, it just blew my mind. And it's going to be a tough ask, isn't it? Because of how incredible in terms of the quality Season 3 was. But never say never, and nothing is impossible. And, you know, this season might spring some surprises and all of that. So it is really, really exciting to enter this prospect of, you know, can we go beyond and all of that? But if not, I'm still hoping that this season is going to slap hard. So with that said, let's get into the first episode of Person of Interest Season 4. Let's go.
I lost my job today. Top it all off, they canceled my flights.
Having a bad day.
Sorry.
I'm a journalist, that comes with the territory.
Jeez.
You religious?
Seriously? That's the line you're going with?
No. I'm just curious.
Her accent.
If you believe in...
Intelligence. That's a real thing.
Oh, it's here. I think an AI slipped into the world unannounced, then set
So you might think this is a tinfoil hat shit, but
in the crib. And I know I'm onto something because my sources keep disappearing. My editor got reassigned.
you're getting a
and
bit
now
too
my job's
curious.
You should know you're not the only one who figured it out. You're one of 3.
One
The
of
other
3.
2 will die in a traffic accident in Seattle in 14 minutes.
Well, if there's any consolation, his day can't get any worse now, can it?
If the public ever gets wind of Samaritan, I just hope you're somewhere to be found.
He'll be fine. He'll be like, it's fine. You just focus on your shit.
Fine. Senator has become more of a problem
Uh-oh.
than an asset. One that needs to be eliminated.
Not yet.
And what
Oh,
about-
no! Yep. Nice masket. Oh, my God. Ah!
Allergic.
She's just spraying people.
Today, sweetheart. The machine has its reasons. Stay in character. Follow
to stay in the shadows.
On the phone I gave you. Check Angler. Maybe find a match.
A match? As in a
No,
date?
no, 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 no. The only date that show's going on is with Root. Thank you very much. Anyone else can piss off.
You okay?
Escort these clowns to the ER. Get the drugs and money to evidence.
Why do I feel like this is owing to Carter or some shit? I don't know.
Don't you need to file a report? Firing your service weapon.
It wasn't my weapon.
A technicality.
Along with a list of general guidelines. and
No way,
appropriate
she's not.
expectations.
She's not trying to hit on him.
As a visiting
No
associate,
way!
my office hours will be limited. All grades are final, so please don't come to see me expecting to negotiate a higher grade.
Oof.
Liberty of flagging a few typos.
Certainly. Thank you.
Oh, one more thing. We do have a no dogs on campus.
There's an
rule.
exception.
Precedent. You understand.
No, there's an exception. Fuck off. If you don't like it, resign.
Type of stuff. What are you doing fooling around in narcotics? You gonna tell me what's going on?
Yeah, you're out the loop.
When I figure it out, Lionel, you'll be the first to know.
Is this all machine related? I mean, Harold got the same invite.
Because positive people are happier people. So I'm gonna
You hear that, internet?
in life.
This sucks.
Excuse me.
Excuse us?
You're a cop? Hey, at least you get to crack a few skulls.
As we saved against the deaths that we've caused, and I'm afraid we've been operating at a bit of a loss.
Oh,
People who would still be
shit.
alive if we hadn't interfered.
You don't know that. What would have happened if we hadn't intervened?
Exactly. Would that
There
loss
is a
be
larger
greater?
power in play now. Can't just be the man in the suit. You're a cop now. I'm a professor. That's just the way it is.
We don't need jobs, Harold. We need a purpose.
Ooh.
The world has changed, John. I'm sorry.
See, John's so, like, hooked to this.
It's about survival, John.
Putting yourself first and all of that. But it's so eerie with Finch being on the receiving end of things.
It's a little late for that, isn't it? You get your boy to help you out.
You leave him out of this.
I'm just saying. You got a lot of people counting on you now, don't you?
Uh-oh.
Clock is ticking.
Maybe lay off.
You're a person, aren't you, Ollie? I
Uh-oh.
think you're in trouble. I think I can help you. Go and get stuff.
The
Call
token.
me.
Yeah. Oh, that.
Felix was in a gang called the Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood.
Near as I can tell, they're forcing Ali to build some kind of private phone network the cops can't tap. So they're meeting in Times Square for more privacy? For the people.
Hey.
There's too many signals.
Holy shit! Are you not gonna say thank you? Manners? Shit, oh my god, Atlee, my god.
My family. That's why I had to act.
Wait,
They threatened my son.
I was gonna say.
Why do you want to know?
Shit.
Network up or he won't be coming home. Don't waste time going to the cops. You know we see them coming.
Sheesh.
We're gonna help you, Mr. Son.
Well, that's it. They are like,
Getting your son back.
they really were like, you acted aggressive, so we will as well.
Yet I have.
John and a grenade launcher. Name a more better duo.
You know, you really shouldn't hold those things sideways. You can't aim. You'll inject a shell casing into your... forget it. There's Link. Man, Link bringing in a whale.
The whale? Moby Dick? Oh no.
Told you it was a bad idea.
Oh no. Oh sure.
Unwittingly at its behest, operatives around the globe protecting it. You know how many we have? 5.
I like those
6
odds.
if you count the dog. You have a god
We-
in this fight, Harold.
Yes, the dog
She's
counts.
fighting for
What difference would that make?
every life matters. You taught me that. The numbers, our identities, they all
It's
mean
so-
something. It all adds up to something. All of this matters. We all matter.
It's so eerie with Root being the, like, trying to be the voice of reason here. I get why Finch is distancing himself, but given the journey we've been on, it's just so weird for Finch to be on this side, of course.
Do you know anything about wireless network architecture? A bit. I think you'll find I'm a quick study.
I'll leave you to it. I'm gonna track down Link.
Detective, whatever your plans, I urge you to be discreet.
Hello, John.
Hey! Last time we saw him, he got rid of a prick!
Honestly, I don't even know. I should have never agreed to build
Vision antennas.
You can still find them on most rooftops in the city.
Holy shit!
It's been too long, John.
That's impressive, Ali.
It's, complicated.
That,
One night, the most protected house in the city. And there it's cut and packaged for couriers waiting to deliver it all along the eastern seaboard.
of course.
HR used to handle the whale.
Of course.
But since their demise,
The other reason I'm here. I'd like to hire you.
Come again? Nani?
You did it.
No, you did, Mr. Hassan. You took an obsolete and forgotten technology
nice.
and created a modern, invisible communications network.
Nice.
I just needed to get...
John, remember to be careful.
It's like old times, huh, Finch?
Hardly, Detective.
He's like still trying to keep a distance. I'm still not subscribed to this.
That's your idea of low profile?
Well, but beats a grenade launcher. Oh!
Beats me.
That's it though. He could use
Looks like
Elias and.
drugs. The SUV was coming from that house.
Yo, that is crazy though, John.
Closer look.
Got your back, detective.
Uh-oh.
Your buddies in blue are getting close.
I have to find Ben.
Responsibility.
Me again?
Yeah, John can get a clear shot.
Time's up. Good luck, Reese.
I think he's got this.
Meg Watkins, Homeland Security.
What
happened here?
Over drugs, man.
Gangs.
Oh shit! Yeah. I mean, we saw her in the beginning. Yeah, there we go. Cool. She's gone by a different alien. I mean, that's to be expected. But yeah, we saw her in the beginning. Cool.
It's about survival.
And we need to keep all our players in check.
Be safe, John.
About you, Samin. I also have a black tie dinner tonight, and I need a new polish. Something bold.
Something bold.
Oh, and you should check your calendar. I think you have a coffee date.
If it's Romeo, get
You shouldn't stuck me in this.
Some hot shot just made a big bust. Got promoted from narcotics. He can tell you all about it.
Detective. You?
This is Carter's no! Why would you...
Welcome to the 8th.
Why would we do this? Wait. Is this deliberate? This is deliberate, isn't it? Yeah! Love that. You can take Finch out of the library, but you can't take the library out of Finch.
We need a good wheelman. Interested?
Absolutely.
Oh my god. Is this our new hideout or our new bat cave? Yo! Yeah, I think that's our new bat cave. Oof. Cause imagine like you gotta find a new place to like the numbers are gonna keep coming and all of that, and obviously this was not going to be okay, well we're completely defeated. Call it time and all of that. And we can't go back to the library, sadly. But that doesn't mean we stop looking. And it's the same with the numbers. It doesn't stop rolling in. Even if Samaritan has the whole world in their hands, really. In their artificial hands. So, I mean, to be fair, Greer is basically their proxy. But, yeah. But, I mean, it was always going to be very interesting trying to pick up the pieces from the finale and see where we go from here. See how the numbers keep rolling in and that. But it was very enjoyable stuff. That was a pretty interesting starting point for season 4. to just see where everyone was at, really, as well as you know, how they're trying to adjust with this new world, really, with some being a bit more secluded than others, of course, whilst there is a little bit of an itch, I would say, for certain members as well. So yeah, but yeah, it was just really, really great stuff, and you know, that ending, it does kind of bring a little bit of hope, really. So yeah, but I mean, it's going to be very interesting because they are. I feel like with Team Machine, they are going to have to go from the ground up in order to be able to evade Samaritan, but be able to continue helping in regards to the numbers. They might have to utilize all technology and all of that, I would say. So and that can be very, very instrumental, really, in terms of evading. It would just be very, very apt, really, in terms of the future and all of that of technology and how it's ever evolving and all of that. So and that's where Samaritan thrives at, but without killing yourselves, you gotta continue to aid the numbers and all of that, but also try to keep in the shadow. And this is something that I was always very curious about when it came to, you know, I guess the very, very short distance between the ending of Season 3 and the beginning of Season 4 is, okay, well, are we going to be doing this dance where the numbers are going to, like, no doubt keep churning out, but how are we going to, like, stick by the shadows, really? So, yeah, but, I mean, it was just very, very interesting to see how things came to be, as well as the fact that we got, again, there is a little bit of that hope towards the end when it comes to, obviously, Finch finding a new Batcave, maybe, but also where characters, like, there does seem to be a semblance of characters being, I guess, a little lost in the beginning. But there were also some really nice callbacks as well, like with Finch being a teacher, because you just can't help but think of, I think it was when John was in prison, and Finch was a teacher of sorts, and there was that really smart kid who, you know, I would hope that we would, you know, see a bit more of. So yeah, I mean, we've still got like a season left, and well, 2 seasons, should I say, but yeah, we're on the penultimate season, and yeah, I mean, like I said, it was really great to see where characters ultimately ended up at, although my heart did break, of course, with John approaching Carter's old desk, but I just had a bad feeling that they would play on that. Just because, I mean, let's just break our hearts even further, right? Because why not? You know, with the idea that John was working narcotics initially, and yeah, with the fact that he's with the NYPD and all of that, I just couldn't help. He's trying to do Carter proud and all of that. So yeah. So when it came to the obvious ending where he got Carter's old desk, yeah, my heart broke. So yeah, but it just makes me wonder, like, you know, if Carter was still alive today, like, how would things be handled? I wonder, like, how would she be very instrumental to helping this Mr. Riley out? So yeah, but yeah, I don't know what the heck, I mean, apart from being a messenger for the machine, I don't know what the heck Root's deal is, but yeah, I mean, she was there, like, at the perfume place and all of that twice, so yeah, with Romeo just keep cropping up on Shaw's phone, so... But again, with that ending in mind, it seems to scratch an itch for Shaw as well. So yeah, she hated being there, and then ultimately with Romeo, it's something that she would thrive to do. So yeah, but yeah, it was just very interesting to go into this number with obviously Ali and how he was you know, with a gun to the back of his head. Well, Ben more so, but yeah, he was just helping out with this gang. So yeah, and it's very interesting, and how it really obviously has heavy relevance to Samaritan, with this brotherhood wanting to wanting to operate under the shadows so they can't get detected by the police and all of that. It's not on the nose, is it, in terms of you know, trying to create this network in terms of not being evaded by the police. There is this network that's hoping to be constructed in terms of, okay, how can we stay out of the shadows, really, from Samaritan. And it doesn't help that that blonde person that we saw at the beginning and the end, I think is their own I'd say guard dog, really. I mean, Reese is referred to as the guard dog in Team Machine, so but when it comes to you know, that blonde person, she seems to get the job done. So very, very concerning stuff. So oh well. But yeah, it was just really, really interesting to see how things came about, obviously, with Ali and his attempts to try and kill Link and his friends. It's just so wild. I just can't help but think Legend of Zelda for some reason. But yeah, that wasn't really a good move to make, because that could have gone into a different direction real quick. So yeah, and instead Link and Co retaliated. So yeah, but I really loved how this did all come together in terms of the contributions of Team Machine in regards to Shaw having to knock out Reese, which was like, oh shit. But I guess it's all down to how they are operating this whole thing in terms of, okay, yeah, the numbers are coming out still, right? Sure, cool, awesome. How do we proceed about this? Because we can't ignore the numbers, and that's Reese is definitely undertaking that. With Finch being a bit apprehensive in terms of pardon me, in regards to rejoining this whole war and all of that, because you had Root, who was absolutely livid with his decision to, you know, have no participation in this fight. So yeah, but yeah, it was just very interesting in regards to Finch veering into the idea that, well, how many people have we saved? How many people have died because of our contributions? So yeah, but it's also about the idea of who else could be saved, really, as well, at the end of the day. And are these people going to be at risk if we, like, these people no doubt are going to be at risk if we decide to lay off. So, yeah, people have died and all of that. And of course, with Root mentioning the fact that we are in this war and all of that, and Finch is just on the sidelines, there are going to be casualties. There are going to be deaths when it comes to this war. And there is this whole idea of kill or be killed, I'd say, put into practice, because it's either take this fight, it's either, you know, we could try to fight this storm and all of that, or we could just wait for our inevitable demise. So, yeah, but that's it. I mean, we got this war between two titans, and Finch, you know, someone who is very, very reluctant, he's got to make a choice at the end of the day. So yeah, but yeah, it was just very interesting to go, like I said, go into that whole conversation about, well, those two conversations with Reese and Finch about Finch addressing the idea that people have died under our, you know, care. And then Root just, because again, it was so weird with Finch being very apprehensive about joining this whole situation with Reese. reminding him that the numbers don't stop rolling and we still got to do something about it, even if, yeah, we have to play it safe from Samaritan's eyes and all of that. They got to find ways to try to go under the nose and all of that. They can't be as, I guess, reckless as they were before. Not to say they were, but Samaritan's now got a bit of an idea, of course, so they got to play things a bit more cautiously. So, yeah, and that's where, like, moments where Shaw has to knock out. Like, she deep down wants to do this, and she'd usually have no problem, but with Reese not exactly doing the stealthy option in terms of the grenade launcher, she had to intervene. So, yeah. So, it was just very, very interesting to see. So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I really am curious to see where things are going to go with, like I said, this whole hideout thing, to see how far they can take this in terms of evading Samaritan. Now they've got this, I don't know if they were like in a subway. It seemed like it, I know there wasn't too much to make detail of when Finch opened up this new Batcave, but it did seem like a bit of a subway, which, you know, wouldn't be surprising, to be fair, but, you know, that really does help in terms of trying to keep undercover and all of that. So yeah, as well as the fact that I feel like with those phones and all of that were distributed, that Reese distributed, again, it's certain bits of technology that you could basically manipulate in terms of trying to play it stealthily, I guess. So yeah, and it's it makes sense really in terms of like utilizing certain bits of technology and all of that. That's not going to be as enhanced as Samaritan, but it might work in terms of being able to, because I'd like to imagine with future technology it's going to be a lot more complicated, oddly enough. And in terms of being able to use this against Samaritan in order to keep in the shadows, you know, those phones that that Reese distributed and all of that, just the bits of technology, the subway and all of that, it just works really, really well in terms of this fight against Samaritan. So yeah, but I just really enjoyed how things came to be, and like I said, to see how we opened up on season 4, and to see where the team was at really in terms of adjusting to their new lives. So, but it was also great to see Elias again. Loved. I mean, again, the last time we saw him, Elias. Well, yeah, he was basically responsible for getting rid of a "See you next Tuesday." By the way, in case I haven't mentioned, the actor who played Simmons shows up on The Last of Us, and I'm like, yeah, so just in case there are people who, you know, haven't checked out my Last of Us reactions yet, but obviously have with the Person of Interest reactions, but yeah. But yeah, we now have Reese approaching Elias, and it's just so eerie as well, like, especially when you've got to consider, you know, Elias and where he was at the beginning of this season, and John's new position, you know, at Carter's desk, and how, you know, there was a bit of a there was a little bit of an alliance, but again, when it comes to Elias and Reese, they have a bit of a respect, don't they? So, and it just really, really makes sense in terms of trying to keep things a bit more low key as well in terms of going after the Brotherhood. So yeah. But I'm hoping we do get to see a bit more of Elias, because again, he just dropped off at the halfway point. So it was really, really nice to see. Yeah. So as well as, you know, just the idea of Elias and once again working together. It was just very, very interesting. So hopefully season 4 we'll see a bit more of Elias, but excited to see where the season's gonna go. So awesome stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!